Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. Today I'm going to share with y'all another week's worth of dinners. Hey y'all, it's Saturday night and we actually have a guest coming over for dinner, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to film like once it's done. They should be here in just a few minutes. But I'm going to do, in the air fryer, I'm going to do all of these French fries. This is just the Great Value seasoned. And we are having hamburgers on the grill. So my husband, we have a charcoal grill. He's out there lighting the charcoal now. And this is, let's see, we got the Pepperidge Farm sesame seed hamburger buns. He put this lid over all of that. The lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickles. And then, you know, all the other stuff too. And then I don't think he's taken them out there yet. Yeah, there they are. So those bad boys are huge. But we're looking forward to having our guest over tonight and just grilling out some hamburgers and French fries and just visiting. So that's the plan. I'll try and get some video of everything ready. Hey y'all, it is Sunday. It is 12:23. We are it's Super Bowl Sunday, so we're doing things a little bit differently. Instead of having supper tonight, because we've got places to be, we ended up doing Sunday dinner is what we call it. Lunch on Sunday is Sunday dinner. So this is the chili recipe that I've shared before on my channel. It is the one that I believe my great-grandfather used to make. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mama. And then we've got cornbread over here. And this is the recipe that we got from Stephen's stepmother. And it is just like his grandmother used to make it. And we actually make it in his grandmother's skillet. His grandmother's passed away, but this is her skillet. So we're having chili and cornbread for lunch. And we will serve it with, we've got some sour cream over here and some cheese we'll put on top of it. And then we'll put some butter on our cornbread. But that's what's for dinner tonight. I'll have the recipe for both of these because I think I did it in the same video, the chili and the cornbread. I'll have it linked in the description box. Tonight we are having Paula Deen's barbecue meatloaf. This is the only way I make meatloaf. I've been making it like this for years. And again, I will have it linked below in the description box if you've never made it and you want to see the recipe. But it calls for 1.5 pounds of ground beef. This is closer to 2 pounds, but that's okay. And so right now I'm going to mix it up with a cup of breadcrumbs. These are just plain breadcrumbs. 1/2 cup of tomato sauce. 1 egg that's been mixed up just a little bit. And then some salt and pepper. I think it's 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I'm going to eyeball it. And 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. So I'm going to mix all of that together. I'm not going to show that on camera because that's not appetizing, but I'll be right back. I mixed everything up and it didn't feel right and I couldn't figure out why, and then I looked over at the recipe and remembered, oh yeah, I'm supposed to put onion in there too. So I'm going to add the onion. This is just 1 onion diced. So I'm going to add that in there and mix it well. Alright, after I mixed it up, I just formed it into a loaf and put it in this loaf pan. I did spray it with Pam first, and I just make sure it has a little bit of room on the sides just so that the sauce can cover it really well. That's one thing I love about this recipe. It does not dry out ever. I've never had it dry out. It has so much sauce and so much flavor. So now I'm going to mix up the sauce. So on top, I'm going to do the rest of this tomato sauce. So the rest of this can and this can, a little bit of vinegar. And again, all of these measurements will be in the description box in the recipe. Some brown sugar, some Dijon mustard, and some Worcestershire sauce. Is that how you say that? I don't know how to say that. Anyway, and then if you feel like it's too thick, you can add up to 1/2 cup of water to kind of thin it out. But I'm going to do that now, and then I will pour it on top of the meatloaf. Alright, so I made the sauce, and there's always a little bit left. So, I mean, you can use that to baste it if you have a larger pan and it kind of falls off the side. It does tell you to baste it every 15 minutes, but because I use this smaller loaf pan, I have never had to do that. And it's more than enough liquid. So I'm going to stick this in the oven at 350 for about an hour. So it's got about 24 minutes left. I'll have to check it with the meat thermometer to make sure it gets up to 160 in the middle, but it should be done in about 24 minutes. To go along with that tonight, we're going to try this. if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw me see these in Walmart. I had never seen these before. They have all different kinds, and I thought this one sounded really good. So we're going to try it for the first time tonight. And honestly, I wasn't planning on making this, but the only other thing I was planning on making is fried okra. Jen from Cook, Clean, and Repeat has really got me craving fried okra lately. I've been watching her videos, and she talks about the pig sweet, how it's the best. So I grabbed some of that, and we're starting to heat up the oil, and we're going to fry it up. But Cole doesn't like fried okra, so I didn't want him to have just the meatloaf. So I'm going to make this smoked Gouda mac and cheese, along with the fried okra. Steven's going to come in here and kind of be in charge of the fried okra. And so we'll probably only do about half the bag and then save the other half for another night. All right, y'all, dinner is finally ready. I wanted to mention, you want to make sure that the meat comes out to 160 degrees. So we had to leave it in a little bit longer. So I would say probably more like an hour and 20 minutes. If you're using a little extra meat like I was. So anyway, that is the smoked Gouda mac and cheese. Steven did these perfectly. We like them very crispy. And we've got some leftover cornbread from last night's chili and cornbread. So let's eat. Hey y'all, so tonight we are having taco night, but trying something new, and so far it's looking heavenly. I got this recipe from the welder's wife from her most recent What's for Dinner. She talked about how to make queso at home, so that's what I've done. I'll link her video below so you can check it out. It's just 3 ingredients, really easy, and I can't wait to try it. But we're having taco night. I don't know if I said that already, so I'll show you all the tacos in just a second. Okay, so here's tacos for tonight. We've got some red onion, some jalapeno. I thought I had a tomato, and I did not, so we don't have any fresh tomato. Lettuce, cheese, queso dip, of course ground beef, hard taco shells, soft taco shells, and then I got these at Walmart. It's like the, what's that brand? I don't know, Tostitos maybe? It's the Hint of Lime. There we go. But it's the Great Value brand. It's only like 92 cents or something like that. So, really cheap. Oh, and we love this taco sauce to go on our tacos as well. Tonight's dinner is the second half of the fried okra that we had opened earlier this week. I gave my husband the option. I said, do you want broccoli or fried okra? He's like, duh, fried okra. So we're having fried okra, and this is gonna look kind of funny. Woo, it's also very hot. Swiss chicken. Whew. It looks kind of burnt, but I promise you it's not. I'm going to plate it up here soon. But Swiss chicken, I've got the recipe for that on my channel, so I will link that below. It's really simple. It's just a little bit of milk, a little bit of melted butter, a thing of savory herbs stuffing mix, some chicken, and some Swiss cheese. Very simple and delicious. Oh. The okra is done. He's getting that out so it can drain, and we're about to eat. All right, so this is the Swiss chicken on my plate. It has all that stuffing on top of it. It's so good. And then we fancy, y'all. Check us out with our colander. But there is our fried okra. We like it extra well done, and it is. It looks so good. There is not a prettier sight ever than to see your 2 men doing the dishes. What you gotta say about that? Thank you, baby. So I think this was my 5th What's for Dinners, and they've been doing really well. You guys seem to enjoy them, so I'm going to keep them up. However, at this point, I'm probably gonna start repeating some things because I'm not gonna have enough meals to have a brand new meal for y'all every single time, obviously. So you're gonna start seeing some repeats, like you saw tacos again this week. We change things up as we do them, but there's definitely gonna be some stuff on repeat from now on out with some new stuff mixed in too. So just wanted to give y'all that heads up. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Thanks y'all, and I'll see y'all again next week. Bye.